All right, come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. Let's talk about it. We have a couple of special guests, and you guys know currently in fall camp right now. But listen, we about to put that on pause just for a second because we got a big time commitment that just took place a couple of days ago, and it's straight up go time. Let's talk about it. Xavier Griffin just committed to USC, and this is his. How you want to say it? Father, pops. How you want to say it?
Oh man, I'm big unc, man. I'm just uncle, man.
Big Onk.
I'm
Yeah.
uncle, man.
Big Onk. So we appreciate both of you guys for coming on, man. How you guys doing?
Doing good.
Blast. We happy. Well, listen, we happy to be here. We doing amazing. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, Xavier, man, 2 weeks ago, you were just Xavier Griffin, just walking around chilling, not committed to anybody. But now you wake up this morning, you got that big USC sitting on your chest right now. How's it feel being a USC Trojan, man, waking up to that type of atmosphere, man?
Man, it feels good. Like, this is good. And like knowing you committed somewhere, not just everybody always asks you where you going. Like you can finally say somewhere.
Absolutely, absolutely. Oh, how you feeling about it?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Man, listen, man, Jay. I'm so excited about this situation, man. I think it's an absolute blessing. From the research and what I know and how USC is, I think it's really nothing but a match made in heaven. So I couldn't be happy. And listen, as y'all can see in the background, I mean, I love LA. I got LA tattooed on my body, So it's personal to me,
Hey, listen, I don't think a lot of people realize this, man. Like LA, I know Louisiana, some of Georgia, some of Texas, but most of our people migrated, man, to LA back in the day, man. So, a lot of our people from Georgia, a lot of people from Texas, a lot of people from Louisiana. If you go all around LA, all it is like, in different areas, man, it's just Georgia, Louisiana, in different areas where they migrated to, man. So, I'm sure most of you guys have family probably connected. I don't even know that for sure because you haven't told me that, but most people usually have family that's connected, man. So, hey, thank you for coming home, Xavier, because that's all you did, man, is came home. But real quick, before we get into that, it is some history, USC history. These some did you know questions. The Big Ten just put these things out. Did you know questions? And one of them was USC athletics have won 8 Heisman trophies. And, we're going to the Big Ten. And so now they put up all these historical facts. Here was another one. USC ranks 3rd all-time in national championships. Did you even know that, Xavier? All-time out of all schools?
No, I didn't know
man,
that.
you join a big-time school, man. And here's another one. USC has the home to the most Olympic medalists of any school in the country. Did you know that?
Yeah, I knew that one.
Yeah. So look, when did Xavier Griffin get into football, man?
I see. So I grew up playing football. I played until I was in 2nd grade, and then I kind of took a little step back from it. I was kind of scared of getting hit back then.
Hey, you don't look like you scared to get hit now.
Yeah, 7th grade, I started playing again, and I was kind of getting better at it. And 8th grade is when things really took off, and then it's just been ever since.
Man, it's just hard to believe. Are you 16? Please don't tell me you're 50. You're 16.
16.
You're 16.
Yes,
right?
16.
Yeah.
That's a crime. I'm gonna tell you, that's criminal right there.
Yeah.
Because you 6'4" and you're what, 210?
210, yes,
and you're playing that position with major explosiveness, man. And look, it's still early in the process, and being an elite guy that you are, what drew you across country to make this commitment to USC?
Really, I think, just getting that opportunity to really brand myself, getting that opportunity. Really, Coach Henderson, he really started everything. Like just the genuine vibe I got with him, really made me want to come back, and it made me want to come up there in the first place. And so I think that's really big. USC, it's always a place I wanted to visit too. I always wanted to visit LA. So
absolutely. How'd you like LA when you were there?
I enjoyed it. I'm not a big city person, but I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, yeah. Speaking of Eric Henderson, man, I don't know how much knowledge you have of him. I know Onk has a lot of knowledge of him, but Eric Henderson, man, you know, he brought Aaron Donald. I don't know if you came down on the visit that time. This is like, how many times have you been to USC? Is this like your second time?
Twice.
Yeah, yeah, okay. Well, he brought Aaron Donald to practice, and they did like a USC did like a whole little film footage of it, and it was incredible. But you know, he coached guys like Aaron Donald, and I've been watching a couple Aaron Donald videos. How he, you know, really gives Eric Henderson a lot of credit for what he's done, even though he's had success prior to Eric Henderson coming. But it's like Eric Henderson, his energy, you can feel it. I tell people sometimes I'll run through a wall right now, right here, right now. At my age, I will literally run through a wall for Eric Henderson, just listen to him speak. That energy, man, talk about that energy and what you felt before you made that commitment with Eric Henderson.
I think he's just one of those people that, you know, like when he says something, like, you know, he really mean it. Like, you know, it's real genuine. Like, and it's just, I mean, he's a real passionate person about what he's doing. He's passionate about his recruiting. And I mean, I think that's really what makes him special. Like, that's really
yeah.
nice.
Yeah, absolutely. And I want to expound on that too. I truly believe that you all have a generational coach. Like, right, we have generational players, right? But you all have a generational coach with Eric as well as Coach Lynn, right? Those were two things that really kind of sealed it for us to really understand what this new defense is going to look like at SC. Going to the Big Ten, that transition, right? I mean, this is a powerful type of transition. So to have two defensive minds and you're pairing these minds with, you know, power players, it was really a no-brainer for me with giving him, right, that type of recommendation. I mean, Eric is truly you all are truly blessed with Eric. I think this is going to be something that you all going to look back for years to come and say, this is a good decision.
No, well said, my brother. And you know, the thing about it, with Deanton Lynn turning the 89th defense in the country last year, which was UCLA, and he brought them to the total defense number 10 in the country. And the way he had those guys, just the scheme was just, I think he did a phenomenal job. And then you talk about a guy like Matt Inch, who's a linebacker coach as well, who did some phenomenal things on the Division I AA level, winning national championships. So you put this up together, man. When you bake a cake, man, you got all the proper ingredients, man, and it's straight up go time, man. Are you excited? How excited are you, Xavier, about this when you really think about, because we look at these other staffs, but I think a lot of people are going to be shocked just what they see even this year with this staff. How excited are you?
Man, I'm really excited. Like, I think they're gonna shock a lot of people this year. Like, I think really last year, just watching them play, like that's all they was missing really was defense. Like, and bringing in Coach Hand, bringing in Coach Lynn too. You know, it's definitely gonna change defense around. You see what he did at UCLA, and
yeah,
he got way better players at USC. So
yeah.
Absolutely.
So what is going to be your primary position you're being recruited for? I don't even know how. I mean, you're 16. I mean, you probably, I don't even know how much weight you're going to put on. I mean, you are, and you got lean weight. That's the thing about it. You got lean weight where you could build on. What are they projecting you to be at and recruiting you at?
Honestly, they're still not sure yet. You know,
they're
saying I can play both. So
yeah. You know, looking at some of that wheel position, some of that edge position. Xavier is so versatile in what he can do. I think that's what's putting him at the higher rankings, even within, right? He's even in talks with the 25 class, right? So being versatile, when you can be able to, you know, rush, cover at the same time with his length, it's almost like, right, he can really go in there and do whatever, but he's primarily open. But me, truly, I would see him at a true outside linebacker position. At the either that wheel or that edge for sure.
Absolutely. I was watching some film today, and you were playing the little middle linebacker, right?
Yeah.
And man, I mean, you were coming through there with speed, man. I mean, it's kind of hard not to utilize that, man, when you see that on film. We actually got another linebacker. I don't know if you had an opportunity to meet him. His name is Eric Gentry. He stands at 6'6", and but I think you're gonna put on more weight than him. Have you had the opportunity to meet Gentry?
No, I haven't yet.
No, I'm a huge fan of Eric Gentry, man. Eric, I believe, Eric is a specimen. I don't even think Eric has really tapped into what he can really offer with his ability. But no, I'm a big fan of Eric Gentry.
Right, and to your point, he could do so many different things, and it's like, you know, you got to know how, and that's why it's important to have the right coaching staff. I think I use the term "lost in the sauce." The coaching staff last year were a little bit lost in the sauce, had no idea. But you got a guy like Henderson, Matt Ince, all these guys, man. They will absolutely know how to utilize him here, man. So what are you looking forward to the most this season? And when do you plan on coming out for a game? Which game you plan on coming out for?
I know right now we got the Penn State game locked in, and really just seeing how the defense do, seeing how the team do in general, but really getting a good feel for that defense, you know, kind of seeing what I would be playing, you know, seeing how they produce.
Yeah, absolutely. Penn State. Yeah, that's a big time game, man. Every game. And you got to think about it. The national championship, the national champions last year was Michigan. Now we're in the same conference. Arguably, this is the best conference right now, man. Ohio State, Michigan, USC. I mean, it's going to be straight up go time. And I think that that's going to be absolutely wonderful to do. So what do you like to do for fun on the side of football, outside of football?
I mean, I like gaming. I like listening to music. I like going outside, like, you know, just enjoying nature, you know.
You're a country guy, man.
Yeah, I like being on the lake.
Yeah.
All that stuff.
Absolutely. Well, hey, look, we got fishing, don't they? We got fishing on the West Coast. Don't sleep. Don't think. We got beaches, but we can fish, man. Don't sleep on us.
It's a lot of nature. We were riding. We were going to dinner after we left the campus, and we were kind of looking at the mountains in the background. And his mom, which is my sister, man, is, you know, I love her to death. She's like, you know, Xavier, you know, those mountains, you know, have snow on them, right, at certain points. And just understanding just how beautiful California is. And I remember talking about mountains a while back, and we just always had conversations. And Xavier was like, you know, man, like, I want to live around some mountains. Like, I want to be in some mountains. And I'm like, well, shoot, hey, you got all the mountains you need out in California. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Yeah, we got Big Bear, man. Pops used to take me to Big Bear back in the day. But, you know, I didn't like sleeping in no tent with no bears outside, man. You had to keep me in the car and stuff, man. You know what I mean? but, you know, it's all good, man. So, NFL players, man, who you like as NFL players?
Michael Parsons.
Man. He's a specimen, man. What about his game? What about his game do you like?
I like, because, like, I feel like that's, like, I resemble his play, like, more than any other NFL player, like, and that's why kind of who I wouldn't say get my play style after, but kind of like mirror some things that he does, you know.
Yeah.
He does, I mean, literally the exact same what I do. So
I'm gonna ask you that question. Oh, who do you see Xavier style wise, or if you haven't seen anybody, but do you see Xavier kind of similar to anybody?
Honestly, man, I'm gonna echo those sentiments. I mean, honestly, you know, Michael Parsons is having a hard time, you know, at Dallas is trying to figure out, you know, he's so special, right? Like, he's in a league of his own, right? Xavier is a absolute, honestly, he's a generational type of player where he's so versatile because the game has changed so much, right? When you're looking and seeking outside linebackers that's 6'4", that can rush and that can bend and that can cover, you can utilize them so well. So Michael Parsons is the absolute, would be a person that he will emulate his style off of. And I tell him all day, right? Like, if you're going to study somebody, you know, emulate yourself, study from one of the best. And Michael Parsons has really changed the spectrum of that outside linebacker position that can put his hands in the dirt and they can come out the tube. And I mean, you know, please keep watching them so that we can, you know.
No doubt. Yeah. He and it's a good thing. You have so many options, man, especially when you pattern yourself after somebody who's so versatile like that, man. So I totally agree. As far as your best traits as an athlete? What do you consider your best traits as an athlete? Your speed, your jumping ability, vertical. What do you consider?
I would say my speed, definitely my downhill speed. Yeah, I could jump. I could jump. Yeah,
Man, you look
I
like you could jump.
Man, you put him in the gym, man, he gonna tear that rim apart. You know what I'm saying?
You dunking right now?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Are you doing some Kobe Bryant type stuff?
He'd do some windmill 360s if you wanted to.
Oh man. Wow.
Yeah.
So you're jumping. I'm gonna tell you though, when you coming from that inside linebacker, man, and your closing speed, your speed look incredible, man. Wow. Have you ever tried any track?
No, I'm doing track this year though.
Okay. The coach, what do they want you to run?
I'm not sure yet. We ain't really talked about that.
Okay. Yeah. So this upcoming season, what are your goals for this upcoming season, man? You're going into your junior year, and you've already established yourself for something special. What are your goals for this upcoming season?
Man, I just want to be a state champion. That's the only thing on my mind, really.
Absolutely. And what would you say that you would have the most to improve on your game right now, if anything?
I mean, it's always things that you can improve of, like, even the things that you do well. I mean, like, even things you do best, like, it's always something you can improve in. So I wouldn't say really nothing specific, just, building on what I'm good at.
Mm-hmm. I think the and you know what, Jay, that was the reason why we wanted to try to right. And I thank God for allowing us to really all be in sync as a family and as a team, right? Outside of our family dynamic, right? We are an absolute team, right? It's no emotions in business. And I just think that this was a really good decision for him so that he can really be able to focus in on right now, right? It's so much that these boys have on the plate, right? They want to commit this day, commit that day, right? And that's everybody's journey. And I love that, right? But for him, right, to get this locked in, right, to be able to, love and then fall in love, you know what I'm saying, with the university and the program so that he can focus in on what he's doing on the field. I think that's very, very, very important. So I think it's a good opportunity, man, to improve on just the focus of right now, right? And right now is to win a state championship for his high school and be a model player on the field and off the field so that when you all get him, he's going to be ready and be plugged and play on day one.
Well said, man. And I don't think, and to your point, I don't think we've ever seen, and I'm not going to go into depth, but I don't think we've ever seen college football on this level with just so many, the ups and the downs and just everybody all around. So, yeah, I totally agree with you, man. And to have somebody like you standing right there next to him, man, I just want to say from me to you, I appreciate you, man, just for really, just being that solid role model for him, man, because that is extremely, extremely important. So I definitely appreciate you.
I appreciate that. That's nothing but love. God is good.
Hey, man. So look, what would you say, Xavier, with a kid that's in your shoes right now that hasn't committed yet and that's probably looking to do some of the things that you've done already? What would you say? What advice would you give them?
Honestly, I would just say, just wait till you feel like, your time is ready. Like, everybody's different. Everybody plans on committing at a different time. So I just wouldn't feel like rushed about it, just be patient.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. And that's really the perfect answer. Everybody's different. Everybody's situation is not the same. And that's what makes, your situation unique. And we're getting ready to wrap it up. I didn't want to be no longer than 20 minutes. I appreciate. Hey, you had a game this week.
Yeah, we played.
Was that a jamboree? I think I saw footage. I can't remember where I saw that. What was that, early, a jamboree or what?
Yeah, it was a jamboree game.
So you guys started very, very early, man. So one more thing I want to ask you real quick. I'm going to say a couple of names, and I want you to say the first thing that comes to your mind. Just one answer. Not two answers, but one answer that comes to your mind. Lincoln Riley.
Offensive line.
Michael Parsons.
Stud.
Aaron Donald.
Man, he was a beast. He was a beast.
Deanton Lynn.
Oh, no.
That's a wizard. That's a
Yeah,
wizard.
it's
That's
a lot you can say about him.
Yeah.
You say wizard?
Wizard, man. That is a wizard. If y'all ain't seen it, wait till y'all see the Wizard of Oz.
Defense is crazy.
Yeah.
Eric Henderson.
Man, best coach, best D-line coach.
Sean Noor.
Real passionate guy.
Yeah.
Real passionate
Beautiful guy.
Matt Ince.
Real intense guy.
Mm-hmm.
Ince, huh? That's what's up, man. Well, look, we at that mark, man. It is an absolute. We got 1,000. I don't even know how many comments up in here, man.
Wow.
But look, this was. Look, the Trojan family. You know, they in here tonight, man. But look, I just want to say thank you guys, man, for just taking out the time. It's all love, man. And you already know we're gonna be coming and checking you out this season. We're gonna be locked in, man. You represent. I need to get that sweatshirt, man. I don't let nobody beat me with the Trojan gear, but I don't have that one right there, man.
They got them right, man. Like, and honestly, Jay, I want to tell everybody, man, we are absolutely honored and blessed to be welcomed into this family, right? You hear a lot of things, right? We hear a lot of the comments. I kind of keep him away from the comment side, right? I kind of yield a lot of those, and I'll take those bullets for all of these boys, right? But I'm telling you guys right now, this is nothing that's just for show, right? This is nothing that's just for the moment. Xavier is truly locked in. This is going to be a young man that you all would, I pray that you follow throughout his high school career, his social media, his Twitter. We are absolutely locked into the Trojan family. And like I tell him, right, the transition from the Pac-12 to the Big Ten, that's a major shift. And that was one of the shifts that really helped this decision. And we are absolutely honored as a family and as a team to one day soon, very, very soon, put on that gear. Well, I ain't putting it on. He gonna put it on. Y'all got somebody, man. Y'all listen. Y'all got one of those ones. You gonna see.
Absolutely.
You gonna see real soon.
Hey, man, that's love right there. I really appreciate those comments.
Yeah.
Xavier, give the Trojan family one last word, man, before we get up out of here.
Fight on.
Fight on, fight on. So look, man, you guys already know it is fall camp. I will be giving you guys some updates. Xavier, hey, hold on for just a second. I will be giving you guys updates, man. We appreciate Xavier and Onk coming in today, man. Until later on, listen, everybody stay blessed. Fight on, fight on, fight on.
Fight on.
Fight on.